Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 31st. Today's plan is that I am, for Casey, we were originally going to go to Magic Kingdom, but we're going to go just to Steakhouse 71 for an early birthday dinner because she's leaving on a trip tomorrow for her birthday. So I won't see her until after she gets back. So we're going to do a little dinner tonight. But before that, I think I'm just going to clean and organize. I do need to set up her birthday gift, which is things that I have found because her main gift is going to Big Time Rush in July. But there are things I found around my room that were either meant for the countdown that I did for her birthday last year or just things I've picked up over the time because I have a really bad habit of being in a store, seeing something that makes me think of someone else and picking it up. And then they have a lot of gifts by the time it gets to their birthday or Christmas. Okay, we're gonna film from this angle, but I stuck with my hair in braids and then like I twist the front and then the rest is braids. I guess it's like really pretty like vibe. I don't know, it gives me like mermaid vibes. But I am going to dinner tonight with Casey for her birthday. We're going to Steakhouse 71, which is at the Contemporary Resort near Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna wear a dress because the dress is very easy to just throw on, but we're gonna do some makeup. I did wash all of my brushes and sponges, which why is it that like makeup sponges never go back to looking as pretty as they were? Like I could wash them so much. I can definitely tell this one's still a little damp and stuff is still squeezing out of it, so I don't think I fully cleaned that one. So we're not gonna use that one. We're gonna use this one, or because this one's a little bit more dry. That one puffed right back up as soon as I went. Okay, I think, okay, let's do, get started. Okay, so we're gonna use, I do sunscreen first. Sunscreen is always first. I'll go Florida as soon as we find our sunscreen. Here we go. So we are using the Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery SPF 50. I think, I'm trying to see, can't see how much I have left in it. There's like a little pump in it that goes up. I was trying to see. I definitely put a lot on one side of my face, but you know, you should always wear sunscreen. So we're just kind of blending it. We're gonna do the other side. Also, I've been like breaking it out like in the creases of my nose right now, so it kind of hurts to touch it there with sunscreen right now, but luckily I see the girl who does my facials on Sunday at Ulta, so I can get all of those checked and popped and cleared. Okay, so one done. Okay, now normally I would kind of like let this, I'm gonna let this set in a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to think, what color do I want to wear today? I have a lot of dresses. Okay, Casey was just saying yes, same too. She asked me what I was gonna wear. I said, probably a dress that's easy to throw on. And she said yes, same. Okay, so now we're going with the NARS Tinted Moisturizer, which I've been kind of vibing with a tinted moisturizer for the summer since it's a lot more lightweight. That was a big glob and probably can do my whole face in some. I have this in the same brown, and I have NARS the light reflecting foundation in the shade DeVille, but I was definitely starting to get a little pale for it because I got that in summer last year. Which summer last year I had 3 staycations. I did one at the Polynesian, I did one at Disney's Vero Beach, and then I did one at All Star Sports. So I was out in the sun a lot last summer, and like while I was in the sun every day for playground time, it's not the same, and I am definitely starting to get pale again. I need to get tan, but I need to buy some more sunscreen so that I can go sit at the pool. So we have a pool under development, and I could like literally walk from my house to the pool each day. So I should honestly do that. I need to get sunscreen. I'll do that this weekend so that I can walk to and from the pool. So I need to get a pair of like flip-flops that like stay on your feet better. Okay, powder. Okay, we're going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose setting powder in vanilla. It is the second shade, but the first lightest shade that has color, because the only thing shade before this is the translucent one, which has no color. I washed all my brushes, and this is, and so I can't remember where I put all of them. So all of them except what I've used so far are clean, which is nice because they were just getting so makeup filled and needed to do. I definitely just stabbed a contact, but you know, it's fine. We'll just blend it out. We'll make it work. Well, so today I booked an appointment that I've been pushing off, setting up the follow-up appointment for. It's probably the one doctor I see the most regularly, which is my endocrinologist. And when I called and asked to set an appointment with the person that I've been seeing, okay, let me think. Okay, so I switched to this one so I first went to the pediatric endocrinologist 2014, then 2016 would have switched over to the adult. So since 2016 I've been seeing this doctor, and there's no better feeling than when you call to set up an appointment with them and they tell you they're going to be leaving the practice, and you're like, no, I gotta go. They were getting to know a new one and trusting them. Like, she was so good, and like, so now I have a new one, and I'm not looking forward to it. So I have that on July 13th, and then July 12th, I have my eye doctor appointment for my annual eye visit, because I calculated when I'm going to run out of contacts, and it was middle of July. So we have those two set. I also do need to make a dentist appointment. I have not gone to the dentist since 2020. And that was with my old insurance, and now I have a different one, and I need to find one. I just need to suck it up and find a new one. What I should do is ask my teacher friends which one they go to, and then go to that one, because that would just make the most sense. We have the same insurance, so ask them who do they go to. I really love the one that I used to go to with my old one, which was 2020 and prior, but they're not on this one, so that's a little sad, because they were great. I do wonder how much it would cost just to get like a cleaning out of pocket from them, but like, if you have insurance, might as well use the insurance. The fun joys of being an adult. You like a doctor, and then they either leave or they become out of networking. You're like, I am screwed. I will say, I did step up, and I also, one thing that I had gone since 2020 was a primary care doctor, but I did in January brave the call of setting up a doctor with a new primary, and I saw them in end of March, which was the last time I saw my endocrinologist, which is sad. So I do have a new primary care doctor, which she's great, and you can get blood work done there, which is amazing. I got really lucky with that. So here's to hoping I get really lucky with my new endocrinologist, and I'll get really lucky with my new dentist whenever I brave the care, which, you know, I'm a person who I actually love talking on the phone to like friends and family and stuff like that. But calling and making up a doctor's appointment, that's just terrifying. So the fact that I made one appointment today, see you in 2 months when I brave the call for the dentist. Even though I should do it in the summer when I'm off. But, you know, sometimes you gotta make the appointment in the school year, so you give yourself a day off. Okay, we're going with brows now. Oh, I don't think I talked about that. I used the Tarte Rewards blush. I need to do a highlighter. I don't know why I did brows first. I think I was starting to look a little weird without brows. Brows are the one thing I will always put on. I've only gotten my brows done once since 2016. That was just because I had some really long brow hairs, but my brows got overwaxed, and most of them are non-existent. And the one thing I always, even though I know it would be painful as could be, the one thing I always consider getting is getting eyebrows microbladed, because I just hate how they look and how much I have to put them on because they are like non-existent. So that is a problem. And I always think about that because I'm like, I just, especially when I teach, the only like thing I would do, I would literally put sunscreen on, fill in my brows, I'd be out the door. That's all I would do in the mornings. And then any day when I realized I forgot to do my brows, I would be so sad I didn't do my brows. I've gotten better with kind of being okay with not doing my brows, but I still just don't feel fully comfortable not doing my brows. Okay, next we'll go for the highlighter. So what I should do is put my main brushes all in one container.
Sure, I understand.
And then all the others in there. So we have this mug, which one of my room moms made. It says in my teacher era, because she knew I love Taylor Swift. It's like Lover themed, and I love the Lover album. I mean, Reputation is my favorite, but I love the Lover album. It's just so pretty, so much fun. How would I rank? Let's talk Taylor Swift. How would I rank the albums? Okay, Reputation at number 1. I would put Lover at number 2, 1989 at 3, Red TV at 4, Fearless at 5. Fearless TV at 5. Fearless is the most nostalgic album for me. Then number 6 would be Evermore. 7, I would put Midnights. I'm missing something. 8, I'm gonna put Speak Now, only because I know Speak Now, Taylor's version will go up higher, but because we don't have the TV version yet, it's going at 8. And then 9 is debut, and no, 9 is Folklore, 10 is debut. I will say Folklore, when it first came out, was not really one of my favorites. But seeing the Eras Tour, I have much greater appreciation for Folklore and Evermore, but they still just don't compete with the other ones. I am a pop girly through and through. So pop albums are just gonna rank higher for me, and I have a random bruise on my thigh that I have no clue how I got. What would I have even hit? This is the fun joy of finding random bruises. Okay, now we're going in with this Makeup Revolution London, the School for Good and Evil collab. Liquid eyeshadow in the shade Duality. This really pretty like pink shimmer shade. It works as a good like base for makeup. It helps make it all sticky to do it on. It just really shimmery. When you blend it out, it just looks like, you know, that trend of like the wet makeup look kind of gives that vibe. If you just left it there, it kind of looks very dewy, very fresh, just like it's wet. And then I'm gonna take, okay, I'm figuring out which ones are my blending brushes. I think this is one. Get back up, okay. Now we're going with the Jason Wu 9 palette. This is my go-to. Or do I feel like doing something fun? I gotta do something fun. We're gonna do something fun. Okay. We're gonna go in with my Magic Kingdom palette from Ulta. Looks like this. All the shades were after rides. I don't remember what they were called. Also, why does this one look like this? Just plus blue. I am a creature of habit, apparently. But these are a little bit more pinky, so we're gonna go with this one right here. Top off the excess. This is my first time using this palette. Yeah, that's a very pink shade. I like that. Okay. Pink is the vibe. Let's gotta make sure I put everything in the gift basket I got for Casey. I need to write her card. For her birthday. So I'll do that. Will I probably make myself cry? Yeah. When I write cards for people, I always tend to make myself cry. I don't know. I am just that person. I am emotional by nature. I cry very easily. And I love writing very thoughtful notes. And I usually cry writing them. For people who mean a lot to me. Okay, now we're going to go in with this shade. It's just a little bit darker. I think I'm going to use like this row and like a little bit of up here. Okay, so we're going to go outer half. That really is not doing anything. I will say this is very soft. These shades are not pigmented. At least the colors I've used so far. They're very light, which I get. Some people prefer a more soft glam look. But I'm a person, if I'm wearing makeup, I want you to know I'm wearing makeup. Not like bad that it looks cakey, but like that you see it. I want the sparkle, I want the shimmer, I want the pigment. I just really enjoy playing around with makeup. So when it's just like barely their color, like, it's fun, and I'm gonna keep it because it was part of the 50th collaboration and limited edition, and it's a just really pretty display piece. But I don't think I'm going to be reaching for that often. I actually like the Animal Kingdom palette a lot more. Like, those greens are a lot prettier. And I think I've used the Epcot one, which is a little bit more like blues and grays. But when we're talking rose golds, I have better rose gold palettes. Okay, now let's go in with this shade right here. This like shimmery, deeper rose color. Outer corner and down. Still nothing really there. That blue, the blues are really pretty in this one. I like want to try them, but like they're not gonna match anything. I will say they are buildable, so like when you keep going on top of it, you do start seeing the payment off. But I love Ulta products, and I've had many Ulta palettes before and bought collaborations, but this isn't their best one. I love that it's Disney though, but like the color is not as good as usually Ulta is. Like, Ulta is my go-to. I prefer Ulta over Sephora. But the Magic Kingdom one is not their best palette, which is interesting because obviously I would think from when they did the 50th collaboration, this would probably have been the most iconic one. But like, it's not that good in comparison to the others. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this color right here as my bottom. It is a really soft feel. And then I'm gonna go with, I'll bring that one. Okay, we're gonna go with the pink as an inner corner. I like using a pink shimmer in the inner corner versus a white because it's not as in your face. It still does the same effect of opening it up and brightening it, but it doesn't look like you just slapped a diamond in the middle of your inner corner, which sometimes that is a vibe, and that is what you want, but not all the time. Okay. Like this one, very pearly. That almost looks the same as my highlight. We just kind of did a little dab of that right there. Okay. Now let's do, I could do a little bit more of this, like kind of right there. Yeah, that works. Okay, now we need to add more. I want glitter today. I am feeling the glitter vibes. Okay. You know, we're gonna go back in with this real quick. Put this on the inner half to the middle. Because that's where we'll apply glitter and it'll make it really tacky. I'm gonna kind of take this and blend it out a little in the middle just to give that effect of it blended. And then, okay, I gotta think about which palettes have glitter. Normally my Club one has the pink glitter. So we're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna use the shade Domino, which unfortunately Domino is kind of already hitting pan. It makes me sad. I need ColourPop to restock this so that I can buy 5 more of this palette because I will be sad the day I run out of any of these shades. Oh, that's a really bright pink. So going for more rose gold. Oh well. I haven't, oh, Sonic Bomb is a really pretty color. I like glitter. I love the pressed glitter though. And like ColourPop's ones are just so soft. So love this palette. It's Wings Club. It's my favorite. Flora is my girl. Let's see what else I could have. What's this one? Hold on. We have Floral, Forever Floral. There's no shimmer in that one, but that might help add. Ooh, okay, we're gonna go with the Hello Kitty, the Igloo Blues in Winterful real quick. Just darken the outer corner. Yeah, that is what I was hoping for. ColourPop, you know, ColourPop is my favorite. I'm pretty sure of the more affordable brands, I am a ColourPop girly. I also love Tarte, but ColourPop just hits different. Okay, that feels a lot better. But I still want something else. Let's go in. I'm gonna put Soft Sigh, which is this shade right here. I'm gonna kind of put this like right. No, that wasn't as shimmery as I was hoping. Okay, maybe I need to go with No Faux. No Faux. So go with No Faux. It's that center shade. You are more corally. You know, we're mixing until we get what we want. I need like a pink palette is what I need. I don't think I got that in my collection. So that's where I could get some more. Okay, now let's do mascara. You know what? We're gonna use Benefit Bag Gal Bang today. I don't need the waterproof of Brooklyn Bailey's Lash Next Door. I do love it. Ooh, Flitter is really pretty on here. It's a little too dark though. Okay, Bag Gal Bang. Where is my eyelash curler? Right here. Perfect. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going with Benefit Bag Gal Bang. This is my favorite mascara when I don't need waterproof. I don't know if they make this one waterproof. If they make this one waterproof, it would be game over. Like, this is my favorite. Okay, I definitely totally got that on my lid. I can fix up. Just get more glitter. Maybe I'll use like a glitter liquid eyeshadow. That could be fun. This looks really funny having my makeup and hair done. And I am in a sweatshirt and bike shorts right now. I did put the bike shorts on because I knew I was going to be wearing a dress. And I want to be cozy and didn't want to get it on until then. It's just, this one is just so black in comparison to a lot of other mascaras. And I love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because you can really make your eyes look like you're wearing falsies when you're not. This, and there I say it, this is much better than telescopic lift. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know. Which also tells me you're on TikTok and you know stuff about makeup. Actually, I think the whole internet knew about Lashgate, let's be honest. But this is way better. Benefit Bag Gal Bang. So much better than that. Also, I will say, when I wore the telescopic lift, because I wanted to try it, because I was like, let me see what all this hype is about. What is going on? I got such bad itchy water allergy eyes that it literally like rubbed off my eyeshadow. Okay, that looks really pretty, actually. Okay, let's go in with an e.l.f. liquid glitter in the shade Pinky Swear. So this one is probably more of a pink than the Kit and Karma is the Stila version. But the e.l.f. one, so much cheaper. I think it's like $6. And it looks the exact same as the Stila one. But it's just, this one I would say is more pink tone, where the Stila one is more rose gold toned. we're gonna go back in with a little bit more mascara. So that is the difference, but $6 is a lot better than 24, which is the Stila, which I've definitely bought the Stila ones because K and Karma is so good, but I would much rather spend $6 than 24. I could buy 4 of the not the Etsy, the e.l.f. ones for the price of the Stila one. Like, and that's just not math facts. That was probably the stupidest thing I've ever said. Now, I need to find that is not the right shade of lipstick. There it is. Okay. This is, I was about to pull out the darker one that I use in the fall, which is not, I need the mirror again. Okay, this is going to be a long video. Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in shade 65, which is Seductress. And so, just and I will tell you, this matte is Superstay. I've had it sometimes where the next morning after I've taken my makeup off and I've scrubbed, I've exfoliated, it's still on parts of my lip, which, impressive. But this is, well, I don't feel like I gave myself enough color on my forehead. Hold on. Just using the remnants on that brush. Much better. This is the finished makeup look. But now let's go get ready. And my arm hurts because I slept on it wrong. Oh, there's a Kona behind me. Hi, baby. She's the favorite and she knows it. But I went to Steakhouse 71 with Casey for an early birthday dinner for her. Because she's leaving on a trip tomorrow. And I didn't really get any content there because we were hungry. And just kind of chatted away, and I came home and then put my sweatshirt back on because I wanted to be comfy. But I'm gonna end it for today's vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.